Hello. Oh, there we go. Hello, everyone. Is this okay? Is it too loud? Welcome, everyone. The question on everyone's minds is it in fact Bussin? Welcome to the stream, everyone. Oh my god, I'm back. Welcome back. Wagon wheel what? Shit. Hi, everyone. Okay, this music is so depressing. Canthan, Guild Wars 2 Factions official soundtrack is quite, like, somber. It's very sad. Let's just do, like... Hello. Headache, welcome to the stream. Oh, there we go. That's very loud. That's better. That's more uppy. We want to go up in life. We don't want to go down. Only uppers. No downers. That's a drug thing. It is the truth. Welcome. What kind of shenanigans are you up to tonight? Whatever shenanigans gets me viewers. Just kidding. Guild Wars 2. I'm not entirely sure. I don't often stream with a direct plan on what I'm gonna do, which I probably should. I still really need to get a cosplay costume. I feel like I need to liven up my background. Should we change the camera angle? I feel like I just need something to kind of spice it up a little bit more. I don't know. Hello, runner. Welcome to the stream. Hello, N37 runner. Welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry, it's been a while, everyone. I've been away. I've been dealing with life. I've been doing an audiobook, which has really been fun to do in between recording videos and doing classwork and assignments and all that stuff. I still have 2 videos that I need to finish editing. One of them is an ASMR video, another one is a rework idea video. So, put up some posters, paint some flashy, and green screen. I have a green screen. I guess if I hung it up, or if I just position this more like head on, and then have that in the background. I don't know what it's like, do I want the microphone in the shot? I don't know what I want. I know what I want in life. I don't know how to get there. As long as you don't trip and fall in some sort of singularity, you should be fine for the stream. Black hole. I mean, black holes are singularities. Singularities are black holes. But welcome, everyone. Happy Saturday. It's very late. I mean, not very late. It's 8:50. I worked out today and went on a run. I went uphill, and then downhill, and uphill again. And then I ran horizontally, and then I walked back uphill. So I've had a nice day. I've had a nice couple days. There's a lot to catch up on. Things to talk about. Things to play. So, without further ado, let's probably just swap over to some Guild Wars 2. Maybe we can just keep the volume at a much lower level. That's probably better. You probably couldn't hear me. I was just looking at the volume and I was like, whoa, the desktop is blasting. 3 miles uphill both ways in the snow. You gonna get thick. You gonna get that big booty. It definitely works your thighs and your glutes and your calves. I'm glad you went downhill too. Otherwise, I would have some serious questions. I just kept going uphill. I'm currently halfway through Mount Everest. Don't tell my parents. They don't know where I am. That's how I want it. And I just tweeted as well. Great. I don't often tweet when I go live. But I did today because I feel like I haven't streamed in a while, that I feel like I should let people know. Hi, Pure Evil. Welcome. I love Pure Evil in my stream. Welcome. I'm excited to witness pure adultery. I can now actually close these. Let me close these real fast. We'll lower that resolution. Everything feels like it's running smoothly today, which I like. I like when things go smooth on my body. So, I should probably go see a doctor. I have a lot of unanswered questions in life that I could probably get answered. Let me actually go to my bank real quick and just drop something off. But happy Saturday, everyone. It's been... I don't think did I stream? I was in a podcast last week. And then I didn't stream Sunday. I apologize for that. Didn't know if I was going to make it today, in all honesty. But I got back, I ate, and I didn't feel super tired. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stream. I'm going to do it because I like doing it. And it's fun. It's fun to also just hang out with people. Virtually, that is. Given we're all still under current circumstances. But there's quite a bit to talk about. A lot to catch up on and discuss with Guild Wars 2 and in life, I guess. My college is going well. Classes are going wonderfully. Writing and such. Reading. Are you ready for Grammy? Grammy? Grandmother? Like an actual grandmother? Or like the awards or the awards ceremony, the Grammys? Either one. I'm down. I'm down. The one thing I think I wanted to do today was some raids. Or if not raid, oh, there's a lot actually. Wingwood Ghostville pre-events, Spirit Woods, Quick Druid, Doom Practice, If XP Message Kiter. I've never done Doom before. There's a spot open. Go to sleep. Mr. Stellar demands it. No, no, no. Hello, Mr. Stellar. No, 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 no. No sleep. No sleep. Sleep is for the weak. And I still have quite a bit to do today. Videos, that is, and streaming. Smoothness is arguably appreciated on one's body. On the body. A lady is not for turning. I have not seen that Margaret Thatcher speech, but I know it's pretty famous. Gorseval, Sabbatha, PDPS? Power DPS, plus CC for Gorse. I guess I could do Power DPS, but there's 4 people left. Doom semi-experienced, looking for all. I've never done Doom, so I'm definitely not semi-experienced. Let me actually just check champions. Wildfire. Actually, no, I'm just gonna do... Screw it. I know what we're doing. As a warm-up. We're gonna just do the daily Dragon Response missions. And then we can talk about Guild Wars 2. Go to sleep, Mr. Stellar demands it. You don't remember? We don't. I don't want to say I don't remember, but I'm going to be honest. I may have forgotten who you are. Mr. Star Alice. Mr. Stellar. Mr. Astralis. Astralis. Welcome. Welcome. I may have forgotten. It has been maybe some time. My life is very hard to keep up with at times, and my brain just... It throws things out, especially even when I need it. I forget. Metrica Province, the hometown, the Isara. Did it? Oh, there we go. Public. It just took a while to load up. Whoops. But Guild Wars 2, we have the next chapter, balance, and I gotta say, probably the best one so far. In terms of story, I'm getting more used to... Have fun guessing who I am. Good night. I'm not gonna guess, so... I know I have met... Everyone in life has met so many people that I will not guess. I will not guess. If I don't remember, I will not remember. Especially when you're leaving nothing to, like, remember you from. I don't know. I do apologize. But I hope you have a wonderful sleep if you are going to bed. I hope you sleep well and drift off into beautiful dreams and such. Relaxing and chilling and dreaming, as one does. But, as I was saying, Guild Wars 2 Balance. I had quite a lot of fun in Balance. Probably not the best time to use magnetic aura. The story definitely is picking up. I said before, when the Dragon Response missions were first airing, I instantly was like, I don't care about the first 2 steps. I just want to see what happens at the final 2 chapters. And now that we got the penultimate chapter Balance, I'm very pleased. Now it's finally culminating into something more tangible and something a little bit more worthy. You will figure it out eventually. I will not. I will not. Mr. Stellar? Space? Are you Vinilin? Are you Angry Coco? Those were some people that I was thinking about that, like, I wasn't remembering. Not that I wasn't remembering, but that I haven't heard from in a while. Vinilin is a little bit more forward and calls me a goof. Still, it might not be Vinilin. I don't know. I'm very sorry. I'm so sorry. You could just tell me who you are, and then I'll probably remember. I'm like, I'll probably remember. There's a very high chance I will remember. But yeah, I had mentioned that I was definitely more interested in the final 2 steps. And I gotta say, the story's picking up to a point where I can see an end in sight. We can all see an end in sight, hopefully. And with that end comes the final story step, which should be launching next month. And then after that, we get some expansion stuff, which is even more exciting. That's when the energy is going to start flowing a lot. I'm very hyped for announcements. I'm not hyped about its delivery or anything, but I'm just excited to get something else. Hopefully some good news about things. Because we can always use some good news during these times. And any good news about our favorite games are always great. The party has been locked. But what if I don't want my party to be locked? What if I want my party to be open? We want all people in here as possible. We want to be able to just clear it in a second. No scaling. I want the luxury of having 10 to 15 people in a Dragon Response mission while getting rid of all of the actual balancing and scaling in a Dragon Response. It's very clashing interests or wants in life. But so far as the story goes in Balance, I like that we're getting more stuff with Bram, of course. He's now, spoiler alert, the champion for Primordus. I always get them mixed up. I'm getting them mixed up more and more, and it's alarming. I should know the differentiation, but they're twins. I can't help it. My brain, it's like 2 dragons at once, long names. But excited to see what happens with Bram. Honestly, I don't really want Bram to live. I would much prefer Bram to either die or be dragged into Tyria to serve as Primordus's like head champion, something like that. I don't know. I just feel like there needs to be a loss in the Guild Wars 2 narrative. I don't feel like we've really had a loss in quite some time. When was the last time I guess the last time we lost someone in Guild Wars 2 was probably Blish in Living World Season 4. Which I really think they should go back and give them each their unique titles. Just for the sake of it. Because it does look weird when it goes Living World Season 4 and then Iceberg Saga, which is a Living World season, but it's just kind of... Actually, how is that formed? in the story. Ooh. It is considered Icebrood Saga, which is strange. You cool. There has been enough death in Tyria. No, there's never been enough death. Not even the death of an undead elder dragon, which is the zombie paradox. How do you kill something that is dead? I guess you don't. I guess you're not killing it. You're just rendering it incapable of moving. My definition of death: incapable of thinking or moving, incapable of expressing autonomy, both cognitively and physically. I would like Bram to leave the story for some amount of time. We had him a little bit more in Living World Season 4 when he came back. He's been a pretty big character this season, and Bram just seems to always be one of the main ones. I would love to see more about Marjorie, and I think with the End of Dragons expansion, it's the perfect time. Would love to see more with Marjorie and Rox. I think those are probably the two most underutilized characters for Dragon's Watch. So those would be the two that I would like to see kind of get more. I know Rox might not technically be in Dragon's Watch anymore. She's an ex-member, so I would still like to see her. We got a little bit of Rox this chapter, but she's with the Omicron. She could be really interesting to see how she's grown as a character. If they do decide to explore her character depth more, or her character development more in depth, I think it could be really cool. Just as like as a supporting character in an expansion, similar to the way Canuck was, more so just a supporting character to give commentary on situations as like an outsider. Because Ritlock had ties with Balthazar. Casimir, of course, was the religious viewpoint and also a human. So they both had ties, while Canuck was just kind of like, you see this? This is weird. This is a little fruity. This is a little fruity. I will never get over when Cate Blanchett, was it Cate Blanchett? I think it was Cate Blanchett. When she was doing an interview, and the interviewer was like, you really have the distinct Disney villain gaze. And she thought that he meant actual sexuality gaze. And she was so confused, and she's like, oh, I thought you meant gaze. And she did the wrist thing, and it was immaculate. She said, get right with that. She said, it's fruity. And we appreciate it. We do appreciate it. Come on, Destroyer boss. We need to destroy the Destroyer. Look who's destroying now. You know what I call that? Puns. Not the best ones. By any stretch of the imagination. And let me tell you, it requires imagination. But it's still fun to play around a little bit. A little bit. Let me give boons to people. Take my boonies. My boobies. You've never caught me. Oh, hello, Eddie F. Welcome to the stream. Never caught you live streaming. Hi. Welcome. It's Saturday night, and we're playing some Guild Wars 2. A classic of mine. A tried and true game on this channel. Especially on YouTube. But happy Saturday. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm chilling. We're talking about Guild Wars 2. Talking about life. Talking about what's happened over the past couple days. Videos are coming to YouTube. I have 2 videos in the works. They've both been recorded. I have to just edit them. And after that, it's back to more video ideas. I already have another video idea that I want to do. So I'm in a good place. I'm in a good place. I have actual ideas. I think that's always the hardest part. I don't want to say the hardest part, but the most demoralizing part about making videos is feeling like you've run out of creativity, or that you feel like you're scared to do it because it might seem like you're repeating stuff, which I've had to kind of get rid of that mindset over the years, but it definitely can be a little bit difficult trying to push yourself if you are a particularly creative person and you don't want to be doing the same things. And then you make a bunch of videos and you're like, at some point they're going to kind of maybe repeat, like with some builds or some build ideas or some, you know, changes or just general topics. But, you know, we all live in the confines of Earth. We only have so many materials. There are only so many elements on the periodic table, okay? So we all have a little bit of a structure going on in life. Hello, poor boy. 787, welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday. How are you doing? Any advice on a new player? Take your time. Take your time. Find a camera angle and situation that showcases the game that you like. I personally like, in the camera options, I like to have a tighter field of view to make it a little bit more cinematic. You can maybe offset your camera to make it look a little bit more actiony, make you feel like you're playing more of an action game. I changed that up a bit. I change it up quite frequently, but make sure, I think that one underrated advice is to display the game, because Guild Wars 2 is very flexible in terms of its camera. Display the game and make in a way that makes you interested to look at it, I think is a good idea. And also take your time. Really try to immerse yourself in Interior, in the RPG element of the game. If you're an RPG player, if you prefer player versus player experiences, look up a couple builds on websites or even on my channel, or just mess around and have some fun creating your own build. But if you are new, player versus player stuff and world versus world can be a little bit more daunting. But I think as a general tip, take your time. Enjoy the MMO experience. There's really no rush. New people come in all the time. People go back and do old content. Because of the level scaling, you'll see a bunch of people. So I would never be afraid if you happen to be about needing to catch up or anything. I hope these are good tips. It's really slow to level without a mount. It depends on what you're doing. I mean, I kind of prefer leveling without a mount. I prefer that old vanilla Guild Wars 2 experience to some extent because it was slower and it allows you to wander around and feel like a bigger world. Mounts have in some ways truncated the world of Tyria. That's a word I haven't used in a long time. It's great. Tangent. Slight tangent. I know I'm going to go into a tangent, so I might as well warn you. Don't you just love remembering certain words that you don't use too often, and then you use them, and you're like, I'm pretty sure I used that in the correct way in setting, and, you know, I know its definition. I know. And then you're like, oh my god, I'm kind of like a scholar. I just use truncated. I like that word. I like the word truncated. It tastes good. But it depends on who you are. If you want to get really fast and go, you could think about purchasing the expansion. There are sometimes sales for the expansion. And considering it is March, they might have an expansion sale going on. Be on the lookout for it. And then once you have the Path of Fire expansion, I highly recommend boosting a character to 80 if you want. That you think you would really enjoy with the class and stuff to keep around and just play a max level character, but also to play that very first Path of Fire story mission, which gives you access to the Raptor mount. And then from there, you can go back to your other character, your lower level character, and experience Guild Wars 2 in the way that you want. Please figure out each vista at least once before cheesing it with the mount. I don't care about that. If you want to experience the jumping puzzles and vistas, go right ahead. That is definitely an effect of mounts that has taken its effect on Guild Wars 2. The jumping puzzles and trying to figure out how to get to a certain vista. It's much easier now, which is a quality of life feature. It really is. But it does kind of... mounts have fundamentally changed the way players interact with the world and how they view challenge and scale, I would say. Even scale. That's why I'm like, I wouldn't mind if they limited mounts to some degree or reduced their movement speed just a touch, you know, had a couple more areas where you can't use mounts, etc., etc. Because I really do miss not having mounts. And that sounds really weird, but I guess I'm just like a nostalgia critic. I'm in a rut with Guild Wars 2, doing the final dragon fight from Heart of Thorns, and I got a game crashing bug. Oh, that reminds me of when Heart of Thorns first came out. That was a major issue when Heart of Thorns first came out. You think they would have, you know, kind of had it on lock by now. But yeah, there still might be some game crashing bugs. Ooh. I just don't want to go through the game. Oh, I just don't want to go through the process to reinstall the game. Oh, yeah, the download. Downloading games in general is always a rough thing. You know, waiting for the download time, and then if you don't have enough space, or if the game is extra chunky, you gotta be like, ugh, gotta delete a couple files. That's what I've had to do recently. Oh gosh, whoops. I'm now down. In danger. Anybody? Okay, I need to actually. Let me just get over here real quick. You want to help? Do you want to help me? Kill this thing. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. It didn't res me. It didn't res me. You know what I call that? A hate crime. Hate crimes are nothing to joke about. Unless. Oh, did we finish it? Nice. Cool. Installing can be a rough thing. But if you want to, and a good idea is to start the installation early. Focus. I'm gonna try to stop dying. It's hard. It's very hard, okay? Can't focus. A good thing if you want to install games, of course, is to just wake up maybe a little bit early, get it all running, start installing. Make sure your computer doesn't go to sleep or anything like that if it happens to mess with the download. And then go about your day. You know, go out for some exercise, socially distanced, of course, and being safe and wearing a mask if in a populated area. Do some classwork, some actual, you know, job stuff. Or if you have to go to work, do that. And then, you know, whenever you're later in the day, you can check on it, see if it's done. It's downloaded, you can play. This dragon response mission is very long. I remember this being very hard to do on challenge mode, but I did end up doing it and succeeding with the challenge mode. It was a nice day. The team I was running with was, they were very squishy, but boy, did they hit a truck. They hit like a truck. Can't focus without a foe. That's true. In life, I have to create my enemies, so I feel like I have some sort of main character narrative and an antagonistic force for me to go up against. It's not a heroic story where the internal conflict is supreme. I need an external conflict, okay? Just kidding. Be nice to people. Don't hurt them. Crafted clay sculptor. Another way to wait for the game install. I mean, if you're into like Play-Doh, go for it. Just don't eat it. You know, Play-Doh, you might see it and go, that's a burger. And then you bite it and your brain quickly tells you, that's not a burger. And you know what? That's why, you know, sometimes we all make mistakes. We're imperfect creatures. I hate that I said that. We're imperfect creatures. It sounded so pretentious. Oh my god. The word pretentious triggers me for one particular reason. I was in high school. Of course. And I was in my English classroom with my teacher. And I was trying to It was about young people. I think I was talking about young people. It had to do something about young people. But it was about I was trying to use the word pretentious. My brain, like, my brain, as weird as it is, and is sometimes very hectic in there, as it may be, it crossed some wires, and instead of using pretentious, I said precocious. And then I was so stubborn that I didn't let up. And I was to my English teacher, and he was like, precocious. And I didn't let up. But thankfully, I think he probably saw right through it. But I think I managed to kind of like get myself out of it. But I was like, oh, because they're young people. I knew what precocious meant. I knew what precocious meant, and I knew I used it wrong. I knew I was trying to use the word pretentious, but I was in the moment and I was like sweating. I was like, I just used the word wrong. I was like kind of like freaking out. And I couldn't remember the word pretentious. So I was just like, yeah, precocious. I've definitely meant that. That's an anecdote that no one probably needed to hear. But happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Contemplate life. Exactly. Ascar, the mage. There we go. Names. I got him. Welcome to the stream, Ascar. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm existing. Oh, I got my proper greeting for new followers. Welcome to the stream. Grab yourself a nice blanket. Grab yourself some juice. Grab a pillow. Get cozy. The movie's about to start. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you've had a nice day, night, morning, wherever you may be on this rotating rock that we all inhabit. And thank you for spending some time with me and just throwing over a follow. I appreciate it. Yes, I'm fine. It's wonderful to hear. Asgar the mage. Welcome. Craft a clay. Oh yeah. Contemplate life and birds chirping. That honestly sounds pretty great. There's something so relaxing about just with some tea or something. Just watching nature. When I was out on my run today, there were a bunch of very small, I believe they were hummingbirds. Either that. No, I don't think they were hummingbirds. But there were a particular bird that I haven't seen too often, just around here, and there was so many of them swarming. And I just kind of sat there or stood there. And then, let's get it right. Stood there and just watched them. I'm doing really well, Ascar. Thank you. I had dinner today. Moments ago. And now I'm streaming, so I'm doing really well. Welcome. The salt from Play-Doh, that brings back memories. Is it particularly salty? Is that like a main ingredient in Play-Doh? Salt? Now we know why all those kids was salty when they ate it. That was bad. That was unfunny. It's not that you were just not funny. You were unfunny. You sucked the funny out of the air. That's how you properly use unfunny. You have unfunnied yourself and the environment. But yes, everything is going well. I've been doing an audiobook that I was hired to do, and I must say, it has been very fun. And doing an audiobook, I've recorded all of it. It takes time. And I fully cold read it. I didn't, typically it's probably the better idea to read the book or the sections that you're going to be reading beforehand, so you get yourself familiar with it and you're not a bumbling mess. I chose not to do that. I was like, I don't want to waste time. I got a lot of stuff to do. I have school, I have videos, I want to stream. I also want to do this audiobook, so I'm like, you know what? I don't got the time. So I decided to fully cold read it. And I had my good moments and I had my bad moments. A couple of chapters, got right through them. 1 or 2 errors, very minor. A couple other chapter, like another day, another chapter. My brain, I just could not read. I was like, oh my God. So definitely ups and downs, but you know, audio doing an audiobook is actually very taxing. It's a lot of reading, of course. And then I'm also editing all of my tracks. So that's more work. And just keeping up your stamina for reading and your voice can be really hard. But it's worth it. I had a lot of fun. And anything you do in life that is difficult or challenging in some aspect, the next time you do it, so much easier. That is called training. You know what that's called? Character development. You know what that's called? An arc. But now that it's finished, I sent it in, and I've had a little bit of issue because the table of contents are messed up. And I've had to do a back and forth with the rights holder and be like, I kind of had to explain, I'm like, I read the entire thing. I'm not missing any chapters. It's just that in the table of contents, it seems like there are four chapters, but they're in fact all the same chapter. Just the chapter title was kind of slashed and put as another chapter. It was weird. So it looks like there are more chapters than there actually are. And I was like, aren't you the author? You should know that there aren't more chapters than this. And I'm like, well, can you, I read the entire thing. Can we get it situated somehow? It seemed like it was like, kind of like an obvious problem. And I was like, what's not clicking? I was like, something feels off. But, you know, nice to get the experience, of course. Paid experience. Don't work for free. Especially if you're contracted for something. And yeah, I'm excited. I hope to continue on doing a couple audio works. Some narration or voiceover. I really enjoyed it. I would love to do it more. I had a lot of fun. I looked back on the first couple chapters and it was kind of like standard, very stagnant narration, very clear, crisp. But then I was like, you know what? I have to bring these pages to life. So what I ended up doing was like really trying to bring more energy to my voice and also kind of have more caricature-esque segments where it sounds like it's just a normal conversational piece. Rather than, this is an audiobook, chapter 4, like that type of stuff. So, but the rights holder seems to really like it. Everything's good. So, I'm excited. I'm happy with the work. And, yeah. Oh, destroyer egg. The Great Last Forge Destroyer. I remember soloing this guy is not fun. Is not fun. It's very hard. It's quite difficult and sometimes would give me a little bit of a headache considering how difficult it was to do it solo. You know, we all pushed through. We were better at the end. All of my UK friends are currently cringing at my impersonation and attempt at an accent. My sincerest and deepest condolences. I know not what I do. I feel like that's mostly how people get through that is the accountability loophole in anything in life. I know not what I do, which I think is a biblical. I'm gonna die. Wow, look at me being a psychic. There's so many CCs. Get away from me. Oh. Gosh, it was a lot. It's a lot to deal with. My. Make sure you guys are all, like, got that regen. Because I almost died. The one thing about the Last Forge is that you really have to get the Last Forge directly in between the columns so that when they do decide to go for that lunge, you just trap them. It's perfect. Probably a bit easier in single player now that I think about it, if you use this strategy. I was trying to itch my nose and then got knocked back. I was just trying to itch my nose and then I got knocked up. I would like to see that as a nice crowd control effect. An actual knock up with some fall damage. Maybe not fall damage. Actually, that could be really interesting as a skill. Does like 5% fall damage? Because fall damage does scale based on how fall you far. So actually would be really cool. As like a flat modifier. It wouldn't really consider power or anything like that, but it'd be just more like a flat, consistent damage type. We really didn't CC or like break them. Where's the spear? Where's the spear? Someone help me. Somebody help me! Where's the spear? Oh god, we got it. The knockback is instantaneous. Yeah, let me keep the spear. The dragon response missions have also been getting a lot better. Now that we, of course, have gotten used to them. Any expectations that we had have been clarified and we know what we're all getting ourselves into. But the balance dragon response missions were quite nice. I enjoyed them. And the mechanics and the boss fights were pretty fun. I loved the Caledon Forest one. I loved getting to know Caladris. I think Caladris is a wonderful Tengu. I think a lot of people are giving Caladris some slack. The only thing I will say is her voice, the vocal effect on Caladris is very obvious. And that's not a good thing. It's obvious in the manner that it is constant. It is constant, and it's not a good constant. I'm turning into George Clooney. That was not George Clooney. But that being said, Caladris as a character, her mannerisms, the vocal stuff can be adjusted. You know, you can adjust it in post. They could probably retroactively remove that effect. They probably still have the file or whatever. Oh, jump. But the character Caladris, a lot of fun. I like that she is much more childlike, naive. No, I wouldn't say ignorant, but it's a little bit harsh connotation. I would just say more innocent. She's very innocent. I think that's the best way to describe it. And the Tengu, a lot of people I saw on Reddit were like, the Tengu shouldn't be innocent or childlike or unknowing. The Tengu should be this. The Tengu should be battle-hardened, stoic warriors with a code of honor and sense of morality that trumps everything else, and their tradition of the wall and keeping to themselves. And I think that that is the only type of Tengu that we have seen, and it does get to be boring. I think as if we ever were able to play as the Tengu, I think the Tengu, the player character Tengu, would be just more like a commander. Still probably, you know, seeing and getting in touch with those traditional Tengu sides, but having characters who are Tengu, who are Caladris, who have been holed up inside the Dominion of Winds for many, many years. It is completely understandable, and I think very logical, to see Tengu who are like Caladris. Now, that doesn't mean I think every Tengu... Now, if Caladris is a representation of what the Tengu as a whole in the Dominion of Winds are, I could see that being a little grating. But I think because we have seen what the Tengu are in terms of their honor, their forwardness, seeing a single change with Caladris is fine. I don't think Caladris is necessarily representative of the entire Tengu. So I think we're good on that front. If people are worried about how the Tengu will will be in End of Dragons, because we're pretty, I mean, it's Cantha. We're pretty certain we're probably going to see some Tengu. So there are probably other Tengu who are a bit more, you know, Caladris is a very bubbly child. There are probably Tengu who are just more like everyday humans who are going about their traditions and what they know, and then happen to be like, oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy. We were held up in these walls for so long. Which Caladris did kind of showcase a little bit. But still. Those wings. My eyes. I'm like, does anybody else judge like random people's wardrobe choices? You kind of just look and you're like, do I like that? Do I not like that? Was this a choice? Did you know what you were doing when you clicked select and yes? I like this, but I also don't. It's weird. It's very conflicting. I like the color scheme of yellow and purple. Is this guy a Mesmer? They are. Great. I was like, if they aren't a Mesmer, it would feel very strange. But they are a Mesmer. So, yeah, I guess. I would change the headpiece. I think everything else works except the headpiece. Or color the headpiece differently. That's what I would do. Oh, the Tengu Global ranks. Pair too much, you know. The only way... Ooh. But if we wait a few days before facing a dragon head-on, I won't complain. Good for them. I almost went Sylvari, like the British accent. Oh, the Tengu supply box. Now in the Tengu supply box, we can get some common items, some uncommon items, and some rare items. What if we got a skin? I would very much like to get a skin. Or super rare, 2 amalgamated draconic lodestones. These are so expensive. They're very expensive. I got nothing. I got bad pulls. My luck. Bad pulls. I think I had one day of streamer luck where I had a decent pull. I forgot what I got. Was it in Guild Wars 2 or was it like in Overwatch? I genuinely can't remember. Did I get a mount or an outfit? It was probably something like that. But most of the time, I don't really have streamer luck. Just use these. Pop. So many marks. My inventory is a mess. It sure is a mess. Let me just kind of get rid of some things. Nothing to see here, people. Absolutely nothing to see. Boop, boop. A milling stone, iron. What are all these? Goodbye. Great. Next, I think we have one more dragon response mission to do for our dailies. My feet. Sometimes you just kind of sit on your feet too much and then the blood gets stuck. Blood tide coast. And then your foot goes numb for a second. Oh, public. I forgot that you had to click it a second time. This is the newer Dragon Response mission. What's your favorite open world PvE build? I wouldn't say I have a favorite, but right now I've really enjoyed my core Necromancer build. That's a little bit more PvE open world oriented. It's definitely not meta. It's not great at all, but I love a nostalgia trip, so I kind of modeled it off of the old Guild Wars 2 alphas and betas from 2010, 2011, where it's a bit more tanky, not necessarily doing a lot of DPS, but like able to survive and really enjoy a fight. That's another concept about MMOs. Players taking the time to enjoy the combat. I think Guild Wars 2 would probably benefit from slightly slower combat. Just maybe a touch. Whether that be in damage numbers or adding a 0.25 second extra cast time, or an animation lock on a really big skill where you have to stand still for it. Something along those lines. But I love Guild Wars 2's combat, but it has definitely... It's gone from like... How do I want to put this? It's gone from a very fun car ride to deja vu. I've been in this place before, higher on the streets, and I know it's my time to go. It's gone from that to deja vu. So, and some people like that. I do for certain classes like Thief. I think Thief feels wonderful and should be fast and have that playstyle because they are squishy. But every single profession at the speed of Thief, I don't know if that's how I would have taken the game. Not to say the game is overly fast and impossible to I guess strategize or react to things, because it is. I've just seen it progress into that more. But definitely open worlds. I really like my Necromancer build that I'm kind of messing around with. I enjoy a nice Mesmer, Greatsword Mesmer, or Staff Elementalist also. Just like long-ranged fun with a couple utility skills for certain situations, a lockdown, maybe like one Condi clear just in case, despite the very few Condis that go around in PvE, which I hope we see more. And I wouldn't even mind if they went back and took a look at a couple enemy types and gave them some like slight condition application. But yeah. Oh, I have to go save Quaggins. Quaggin? Oh, Quaggin don't like being with Ice Brood. Ice Brood is scary. It's okay, I shall save the Quaggin. The Quaggin shall be saved. Come to me, Quaggin. It's a villager. That's a chicken. Oh, we can save the chicken. What? Excuse me? Excuse? We can save a chicken? Why am I holding a chicken? Oh. Where do I put the chicken? What? Where doth chicken go? Chicken, where do I put chicken? Oh, wait, let me put it in the fire. Is there a fire nearby? Oh no, it's just supply. Can we put it on top of the supply box? Chicken, enjoy the supplies. What is the point of that chicken? Does anybody know in chat? I certainly don't. I didn't know there was a chicken there. I just saw a villager and it was a chicken, so you see something new every day. Even though I've played this multiple times, you know, you'll see little bits and bobs that you've never seen before. Now that is a thought I go to bed with almost every night. Thinking I might not have seen every single area or quality of Guild Wars 2 in the 8-9 years that I've been playing. I just might not have seen every single area in Guild Wars 2, and I cannot go to sleep at night with that. It makes me think. Hello, Carlos. I love your videos, legend. Oh my god, Carlos. I'm not a legend, but thank you so much. League of Legends. Apex Legends. Introducing your Apex champions. I'm a Watson main who got buffed recently. I haven't played Apex in a hot minute, actually. Maybe I want to play Apex tomorrow. But hello, how are you doing? Hello, Mac07. Welcome. It's an achievement proof. Oh, for the chicken, I imagine. To send it off to the villager. I will probably do that next time I play this. To play this dry response mission. Unless I can go back and then put the chicken somewhere. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe after I... Oh, actually, I don't need this. Once again, crew, focus on the objectives. My brain. Oh, it does terrible and unspeakable things to me. The fear that I might have missed some ambient dialogue. That too. Dialogue. I mean, to think that in an MMO such as this, I've most definitely missed out on probably like a handful of dialogue pieces in the game that I've just been like, I've never heard that before. Especially in Path of Fire. The Domain of the Abbey, all those people there, the city, and, you know. I feel bad for Path of Fire in a way because the maps were so big. And yes, there were populations and pockets of NPCs. I didn't really spend a lot of time immersing myself in the Path of Fire maps. Partially because they were so open and like it was so big. While on the other hand, with Heart of Thorns and the Exalted City, I really took my time to get immersed into Heart of Thorns. And Path of Fire was just kind of like, it just felt like open landscapes. I know it's a desert and all, but it's one thing to have a desert in the game. I think more developers, I think that would be my mantra as an environmental developer in a game. It's fine to have deserts, so long as it doesn't feel like a desert. You might need to think about that. That's not brain food. But I think that sentiment is probably a good thing in developing anything. But particularly deserts because it's wordplay. You can make deserts so long as they don't feel like a desert. You don't want to be playing a game that makes you feel like there's nothing to do or that it's barren. And not saying that Path of Fire did that. I just don't think it made me feel as connected as, say, Corteria or Heart of Thorns did. But that could just be my general disdain for deserts in general. I was born and raised in California. I'm still here. And I hate deserts. Don't like deserts. I was very, very happy to not live in a desert, even though California is a desert most of the time. I thankfully have lived in the Los Angeles area. It's more cool, I would say. I can get very hot, rather than being somewhere in the valley or like in the actual deserts in the Mojave Desert in California. Yes, it is. Great. I was like, I believe I've passed it, but I'm like, I was fairly confident it is in California. But there's always a slight part of me that likes to err on the side of caution. So, Vidra Lima, thank you so much for coming by. I hope you have a wonderful sleep, a good night's rest. If any of you need help sleeping, be on the lookout for an ASMR video for Guild Wars 2. A proper ASMR video. I know I've made ASMR videos in the past, but they've mostly been parody-esque videos. But this one's an actual ASMR video. So keep on the lookout for those if you want to maybe, try it out to see if it helps you relax or sleep better. Desert biomes are my favorite in fantasy settings. Maybe because I'm from the humid, marshy East Coast. Marshlands. Yeah, I tend to think that whatever you grow up in, or whatever you've been around most, not that you hate it necessarily, but in my case, I've grown to hate deserts. I need forests. I would love cold weather, crisp cold weather, high elevation, altitudes, being able to be in wilderness, rather than, and just to be able to kind of have a moment to be human, rather than, but the other thing is, I love LA. I love at least my area of LA. LA and any metropolitan area in really America has their issues with governing, with potential crime rates, laws, social structures, you know, overall the way the communities function. But I love LA. I love people, and I love the metropolitan areas. That's why I think I'd also really enjoy New York. But there is an aspect that I miss. I mean, not miss, but yearn or crave for, like, just being in nature and not feeling the stresses of such a fast-paced life. Because it does, I don't know how it feels to live in other areas, but from everything I've heard, living in these cities makes life feel like it goes by so much faster. Because it's so go, 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 go. But to me, it just feels normal. Like, I don't know if I would consider it super fast. It does feel weird that I'm turning 20 into that part. Slow down. But I can at least understand how people can come to that conclusion, because I do observe people. When there's so many people, you're more prone to see a lot of stressors in life, and people be stressed. So, hello, Malcol. Your name, I'm still trying with the names, but welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing wonderful. Welcome. I hope you're doing well on this Saturday, or probably Sunday, wherever you live. It's getting close to being Sunday for me as well. But thank you for dropping by my stream, and I hope your day is going well, or your night. And all that stuff. I'm gonna dodge. Let me just heal people. Do you guys want to CC him? No, this group does not know how CC works. They said CC? CC. See you later. CC. See you later. That's possibly funny. I don't know. But yes. But knockups. No, don't get knocked down. This Norn's wardrobe is actually very cool. I like that Norn's. All of my friends, all of my teammates look pretty snazzy. Really well. Well put together. About to sleep and hopefully wake up while it's still Sunday. While it's still Sunday. You're like, I do not want to leave. Oh, while it's still Sunday. I was like, it's currently Saturday for me. I was like, wow, you sleep for 20 minutes? The CC phase is very short. It works better if you have, oh, did I not? It's very short, but I like that. I'm just sad that it requires you to have a mastery. It requires the use of the United Legion way station, which I think is a really bad mistake for the philosophy of the game, to require you to use a mastery for break bar. And a particular mastery that is very not flavorful or interesting in any way. Like, it's okay if you have certain masteries where certain phases of the fight, like one particular phase can be used to help break the break bar or facilitate the breaking of a break bar. I think that's probably better to facilitate it, to open it up. But to have a mastery that just deletes a break bar, it just feels, I've never really liked it. And that's why I didn't like the addition of the United Legion way station, because they just melt break bars and there's no more fun in the... Oh, we broke them, nice. But it's still possible, and I hope that they continue to do that in game, where such fights like these, it's still possible for people to do it on their own and not rely on a mastery, which we just did. So that's cool to see. Oh, and a dodge. Oh, I thought he was gonna CC. That was a really strong CC that I should not have used. He's gonna go to CC's phase right now. Wow, I just messed that up so bad. Oh, he didn't get it. Not fast enough. Oh, I can use my overload to break a stun. Coolio. Well, let's go back. No, don't get me in combat, sir. I would very much like to just... Oh, actually, they have 2 on the cannons. That should be fine. 2 on the cannons? Yeah, easy. Is someone still on the ship? I was like, was someone on the ship? Just trying to go for it? Don't die! Oh no, that person's down. Oh no, that person's down. Oh, did we get him? Oh, I could have used rebound. Heal up, my child. Heal up, my friend. Ah, damn. Damn. No! Not another one! My vocal cords just said, no ma'am. I really enjoy playing Tempest, and I haven't played Tempest in probably a few months. But Elementalist is always fun, and I really like playing healing Elementalist and buffing Elementalists. Ooh no, get up. That res trait seems like it's on a very low cooldown, which I'm all here for actually. Nice-oo! Yosh! We did it! Tengu missions complete. All the dailies are done. Yasha! And I think we can actually unlock the mastery. Shining Champion. Yes. And now we have Reigns of Power and then Dragon Slayer. Wonderful. Wonderful. Shall I? I shall. I shall take my hair down. I've had my hair out for like 2 days. I think it's time to let the beast. Why does my nose always itch when I talk and stream? Maybe I flare my nose too much. I like the spears in the Thunderhead Peaks Dragon Response mission. I do too. Focus? I was like, hello, focus, please. Me. I mean, I have no room to tell anybody to focus, considering my attention span. But for the dragon, for the destroyer, I actually don't mind. That in particular, that specific boss has a function. No. That specific boss has a particular function of using the spears. And there's really no other way to do it, at least that I've seen. I mean, you might still be able to do it if you go really hard on the CC, but I haven't seen anybody successfully do it unless without using the spears. So that in particular, I'm not too worried about. Let's try to just. That's better. I think that's better. Skimmer, let me check if the chicken is still there. My nostrils like itch when I stream. Is it like my nervous, like they just start itching? Hell, I would much rather have an itchy nose than go into full panic attack mode every time I decide to stream. So I'll take it. No, I don't think. Oh, he's so sad. You know, I don't think. Oh, the chicken is gone. The chicken is despawned, everyone. Oh. Rip. Oh well, we'll go for that achievement later. Later. Let me check to see if anyone is doing a raid wing that's quick and easy, like a Discord or something. I just be doing a raid every once in a while, just for the sake of it. Let's see raids. Oh, I'm not in danger. I am the danger. Welcome. Hello, our Norwegian Viking. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. I just don't like that the spears can't be picked up until the first CC phase begins. That can be a bit of a struggle bus, just a little bit. But I think that's cool because it forces a mobility aspect. Granted, you can only carry one, I do like that. I am in favor of having phases where the mechanic comes up. It requires a fast reaction. It makes it slightly more challenging. So, yeah. What will Necromancer get in EOD? Ooh. GW2. I don't know what Necromancer will be getting for their elite specialization. I would love a minion-y undead reanimation Necromancer. But I have a feeling a lot of people are asking for like a teleportation thiefy wraith-esque Necromancer, which I don't think, I mean, with a specialization, sure. But this kind of, I have a video. The two videos I'm working on are my ASMR video that's going to come out first, and then afterwards, I made a video where I reworked minion traits. I reworked the minions and remastered them in my vision. If I got the liberty to redo traits to customize and change minions and add a bit more customization. So that's my second video. And I kind of touch on this, that I think Necromancer already has 2 teleports on the Fleshworm and the Spectral Recall. And I think Necromancer, am I lagging a little bit? I think Necromancer works better with its already very tanky playstyle, with its large health pool and life force. So I don't think they need a lot of teleports. I think if they were to go that route to where Necromancer becomes more of like a thief / wraith thing, they should probably reduce the vitality a little bit. But I would love a minion mancer lich-esque thing. Hope all are safe and well. Thank you so much. I am not in danger. I am the danger. I guess I'll just call you Danger. I'm doing very well. I've completed an audiobook that I was narrating, and I am enjoying life. I went on a run today. I got out. Is it Wastica? Yes! Janelle, that looks scrumptiddlyumptious. One might even say Bussin. Is it Bussin, Janelle? Wastica got it! Points for Wastica! Claps in chat for Wastica. Wastica, you got it. You got it. Clap, clap, clap. Clap in chat. Can I add emotes? I just want to clap for you, Wastica. Just because I can. Hold on. I'm gonna open Twitch just to spam emotes. You all can join in on me if you my duty. I already had it pulled up over here. I could have just done that. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. And the stream delay is gonna. Am I still streaming Final Fantasy 14? Does it say Final Fantasy 14 and nobody told me? Is this the reality that I'm living? Oh my god, it still does. Still works too. Oh my god, maybe that's. Oh my god. A plague-inspired necro if it was power DPS. I think we already have Scourge, so I'd be hesitant to give them more condition damage. Bussin. There are your emotes, Wastica. Oh my god. You have to try it in the event. I've never played Guild 1 before, but what do you think Cantha environment would be like? I haven't played Cantha either. I haven't played Guild 1. I haven't completed Guild 1, I should say. Oh my god. Hello? Toxnaz, welcome to the stream and thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. My feet are tingly. Welcome. Not tingly, but they feel cold. Welcome. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. Thank you so much for the follow. Grab a blanket, grab a pillow, get nice and cozy and comfortable. The movie and show is about to start. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm really just sitting on here waiting for a raid. You can't wait in life. You have to act. Do not wait around waiting for time to tell you when to do something. You have to tell the time that it is now your time to act. My New Jersey wisdom for the day. All daily CMs. Need DPS. my other gear set in this character. It's not breaking the 2000. Oof. What I am going to do, actually... Oh, actually... I'm going to transport all my marks to Kroof, my main character. And from there, probably... Maybe I can purchase. I might be able to purchase another weapon. Another Tengu weapon. My Twitch is Kroof Gaming _ Maybe I can change it just to Kroof. I'll need to look into that. When I first started, I was under Kroof Gaming, and I thought the gaming was a little bit too on the nose, superfluous. I've also heard that it could help with the algorithm, though. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Oh, no, I have to go to my bank. I have to go to my bank real quick. GW2, of course. But in End of Dragons, I definitely think we're going to be seeing Asian-inspired architecture and environments, as we've seen with Guild Wars 1 with Kantha. Maybe some more Jade. I hope a lot of vibrancy. I want it to be vibrant. Vibrancy. I don't know what to expect, honestly. I'm keeping an open mind. I think going into things with less expectations more so often brings and grants you bountiful fruit. I've already shot myself in the foot, though, because I do really want a new race. I would love to play as the Tengu. I don't know if we're going to get it. But I want it. I want it so bad. But, you know, you have to have some element of dreaming in life to get anywhere. Well, not to get anywhere, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. My inventory is always a mess, and I'm at peace with that. Okay, now I can switch to characters. Switch characters. Mac, welcome! Bird people. Set dog. I want burb people. Burb people want me. I want burb people. We are mutually wanted. Burb people. We fly. As I say, burbs of a feather flock together. Be burb. Why'd I say That's my like vocal pause. I say Do I want to go on another elementalist? Do I want to go on my necromancer? Oh, actually, let me go to Kroof first. Let me go to Kroof and transfer over my currency to see if I can actually buy something. Welcome over to the Twitch side as well. Oh my god! Oh, notifications! Mac 0077. Welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay. Grab a blanket, grab a pillow, grab some hot cocoa. Get comfy, because the movie's about to start. Hope you enjoy. You're welcome. Scourge covers the Connie DPS theme. How about a Canthan Plague-inspired Necro Elite spec that's all about mutation, twisting their limbs into grotesque weapons? That could be really interesting. I would like a... not a melee. I would prefer a ranged Necromancer, because with the Torch and the Greatsword, they were both very close-range weapons. I would like a longer ranged one, like a main hand focus that has very far range, very far reaching range. I only have 9 actually. Oh, actually could I keep them in my bank? Do I want to keep them in my bank? Should probably be my question. I'm indecisive. As always. I'm gonna just keep him on Kroof. No, I'm gonna keep him on Kroof for now. Let me see if there's a raid. Oh, strike mission. We can do strike missions. Oh no. Training tank. Looking for a banner, Connie DPS or DPS. Do Connie DPS. or DPS. There you go. I can do C DPS or power DPS. Hey yo. Welcome to the welcomes. Keep until need the room. That's how I have a collection stuff and I can't keep track of it. That's what I typically do. Well, sometimes if I'm doing a collection or crafting something, let's see. Let's see. If I have a goal in the game with crafting or collections or something like that, I tend to dedicate that to one specific character. So I believe it was my, is it Journalia? No, it was Kroof. Kroof does artificing. Yes. Kroof created Nevermore, so I had all of the Nevermore stuff onto Kroof. Healing set, DPS set. We gotta switch this to Viper. We're gonna go to Vipers real quick. Just gonna do full Vipers gear. Viper. Viper. I should probably also get different runes for this character. Not gonna lie, I often forget about runes in character customization and build customization. I'm a little sad. But it's probably something I should work on. Let's go. Let's just take this portal. That's how I have the Yeah. In the wise words of Ariana Grande. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this techno is bopping. Techno bop. Okay, let's get over here. Spirit Veil. Onward and upward. Perfect. We're still at Veilguardian. I've done Veilguardian quite a bit. So, fond memories. Very fond memories. Actually, I did change and turn down a lot of my volume effects. That's better. I forgot, I turned down a lot of my volume effects for my ASMR video. Coming out soon again. Coming out soon. Actually, tonight, after this boss, I'll probably start doing editing on that video. It's an hour. I looked at the raw footage. It's over an hour. ASMR takes a long time, not for the sake of there's a lot to do. In my case, there was a lot to do. I had to go over. You'll see what the video is. But that you talk very slowly and calmly. And like sometimes like in real life, I'm talking very fast. You know, you keep things moving. You gotta keep you're on the clock. Keep it pushing, Mary, etc., etc. So doing ASMR does force you to slow down, and doing an audiobook forces you to slow down as well, which I do think I can gain something from slowing my mind more. Am I lagging again? I hope I'm not lagging. Now that I'm thinking about raids, so we chill. We train in the tank, so we chill. I think my favorite raid is probably Bastion of the Penitent or Spirit Veil. Spirit Veil for the sake of nostalgia. Bastion of the Penitent for the sake of great bosses. And very cinematic bosses. And I was watching, I think Lightbringers, Jebro's podcast yesterday or 2 days ago. I lose track of time. I was watching that podcast and things had pointed out something that I totally did not think about. Guild Wars 2's raids don't have a lot of trash. It's mostly just the bosses. And I think that's really cool. in theory, Guild Wars 2's raids can be completed very quickly because each boss has a timer to begin with. But most of the time, you beat that timer by like 4 minutes or something. So, at first, I will say I was looking back on my thoughts and feelings about raids. I remember being a little hesitant about timers. I much prefer a more organic raiding experience where no matter how long it takes you, you can conquer it. Maybe not for every boss. I think for a couple bosses, it'd be cool to have a timer. But in general, I prefer bosses without the stress of a time limit. But I think Guild Wars 2 does it pretty well. The timers are fairly lenient. At least as people have gotten used to them, gotten more gear, gotten more expert at their classes. I'll just make sure everything is correct. Should I do quick fire or stoic demeanor? That's a 7-second burn. That's a 4.5-second burn. But it's multiple people. It's not a 7-second timer. Inflict burning on someone when you disable or immobilize. Let's switch it to quick fire. We'll do quick fire. There. Have some quick fire. Oh, do I have to change my... Oh, no. Okay, I'm still doing damage. I'm still doing damage. That's good. I was like, do I have to change my, I almost thought I had to change my, accessories or something. I'll double check my gear just in case. Oh, actually, we're not doing that, so I don't need to. Barrier comes in very handy here. I got so reflexive. I almost pressed my Tome of Resolve. Didn't need to. Hi, Jules. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. How are you doing on this fine Saturday or Sunday, depending on where you are on the globe? But welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I can change Aurora. I need to change Aurora, and yeah, I should change Aurora. I think Red Guardian is the Conti. I'm gonna need to get ready to customize it. Oh, wait. Ah! Oh, God. Accept. Okay. I just have slightly more condition damage now. Great. Love it. Just needed a min-max. I don't want to feel like I'm a burden, per se, to people. So, great. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I forgot. The pull. The pull can be a little bit of a difficulty with this and the red orbs. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my Yankee Doodly dandy. My Yankee Doodly best. Let me just position. Yeah. Now, remember how they were changing a lot of the effects, the non-ground target effects into ground target effects? I wonder how that would work with the Firebrand Axe. I wonder how much damage I am doing. I hope enough. I hope enough. I really do. More burning. I have quite a bit of burning. One more Condi. How many Condis do we have? We should typically have like 2 or 3. Who can go Condi? That is a good question. I'm already Condi, so I guess I can. I can, therefore I already am. Ooh, I accidentally wasted my mantra. I fully blasted it. Did not need to do that necessarily. can just do this. Boom, boom. Do I have Condi food? Oh, that's another thing. For min-maxing, that is. I really should. I keep pulling them in. I'm so sorry. I'm such a bad guardian. There was no stopping that one. There was no stopping that one. I know. We're not dying. We're good. Nice. I felt so bad. I was like, no, not this. Anything but this. I know. I was pulling in the reds. But you know what? I'll do it again. No, I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to try not to do it again. I'm really going to try not to do it again. Do I have Condi food? Do I not have Condi food? I have spicy pumpkin cookies. You know what? That's plus 70 condition damage, and I will take it. Because 10 experience for kills. No. I will take it. Any extra little bit of Condi damage works for me. Someone's name is Skill Button. That's a wonderful name. That's a good name. I know. I apologize. I was being bad. Bad. But welcome to my rating. I haven't rated in a hot minute. But you know what? I won't let that stop me. Because guess what? I didn't let mesothelioma stop me. Because you or a loved one could have a claim for mesothelioma. If you or a loved one have been exposed to asbestos, you might be entitled for a claim. Gotta keep them on their toes. Exactly. You'd be like, I'm pulling it in. I'm pulling this one. You gotta make sure that they're awake. If you're dying, you're not awake. Get out of the red circles. Okay, here we go. Oh, I should have started in Scepter. I've already messed up my rotation. I've already messed it up. I've messed it up very bad. But we'll just go into Tome. Okay, now everything is happening at once, so. Switch back to this. Great. Wonderful. Burning. At least with this positioning, I won't be pulling the red in, which is nice, because they do hurt. Is he gonna phase now? Is this phase time? Oh, is it 65? Might be. Oh, 66. I'm in red. It's been over years since I've raided. Gilbert's True raids are very fun, and I'm sad that they don't have as many. Was I the only Condi person? That explains why it took so long. Yeah, now I see why it took us so long. Come on, let's go. Come on, can we... Oh, I should have pulled in. I should have pulled. I'll pull with this. I'll pull with that. Nice. Boon strip. Oh, corrupt boon. That's nice. It's actually really useful. It's good to take corrupt boon just in case. You know what? I love Necros for that. Ooh, get out of that. Got a dodge. Dodge. Jeep ran Cherokee. Is that it? Is that the commercial? No, the tank has been ported. Come on, this way. Here we go. I inadvertently... Oh gosh! Does anybody want to help me? Oh my god, thank you. Panic! Panic at the disco! Oh my gosh. Okay, we had a little bit of an issue. I'm gonna help a little bit too. Take some heals, please. You guys are scaring me. Oh! Okay, let's just stack up. Let's stack up. So that was good barrier. That's a solid barrier. Let's not get in front of him because that is unneeded damage. It's unnecessary damage. What's your damage? Guys, my... Stressy. You be doing me a big stressy, okay? Let's go. It's a me, Wario. Oh gosh. Hold on. That was close. It was a little close. A little too close for comfort, actually. Just a little bit. There we go. Damage. Nice. We did it. Oh. I'm so sorry if I'm going into full gamer mode. I'm just very stressed right now. This is a lot. This is a lot to do. You know what? We can just let's just go in. Let's just sit right here. It's fine. Less damage for all of us. I'll let everyone take some reduced damage. Someone got skirted. That was weird. Sometimes I just think that there might be someone who crashes and dies. Oh no, someone's down. I'll let the healer get that. Oh no. Nice. Oh. I hear horns. Now my brain is getting like overly sensitized to things that might be happening outside on this very street. I'm gonna pop this. Oh, that helps a little bit. Nice job, everyone. We're doing well. Oh, I pulled in a red. Did I pull in a red? I might have pulled in a red. I really hope I did not pull in a red. Now pulling in reds has more weight to it. I'm not gonna lie. Pulled in a red. I pulled in a red. I fully pulled in a red that time. I did, and I am very apologetic for that. Oh my god. The Axe 3 skill is a lot to deal with. But we got it. Nice. We did it. Oh. Krispy Kreme, how's it going, sexy hoes? Hello, people. Welcome. That looks valuable. GG, everybody. Good job. Oh my god. Excuse me. We did that. Yeah. Hello, Krispy Kreme. Welcome. I used Sword Torch Longbow. Trailblazer set with Trapper runes for the 3-second super speed, 3-second stealth for every trap I lay down. That is a very specific build. Got a PvE Guardian with Diviner on armor. Rest Zerker for the power fund. I had to do some Diviner toward quickness, share, and all. Oh yeah, actually, I still think there's great places for like concentration and expertise on power builds. And I want to like see that more often, which is why I tried doing it on my Necromancer. I have a build that uses some expertise for like things like vulnerability and all that stuff. Loving the red. I'm like, I see red. I'm like a dog. I'm like a bull. I'm like, give it to me. Give it to me. I love Guild Wars 2. Been playing the beta. It's so much fun. I love the raids. I'm not also. Ooh, thank you, everyone. I'm also not opposed to being a pug. I pug a lot of my raids. Love raiding. So I'm definitely, I'm a self-professed pug. Ooh, ooh. Is volume good? Audio good? Everything? Wonderful. We love to see it. You know what we love to see? It. Well, everybody, I gotta say thank you so much for coming out for this nice, quick, relatively quick Saturday stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know how long I've been streaming for because the feed no longer tells me how long I've been streaming for. But that does not stop me from saying thank you very, very much. I appreciate you guys coming out. I am going to be going over and hosting someone, or rating. I guess people call it rating now. So if you're on Twitch, I'd love if you stick around so we can go spread some extra love to some people. Now let's see who we can go and raid. I think we can raid. Let's go raid. Who's on? Do subject pain. Typically, does anybody else have like recommendations for who to raid? I think we'll go and raid our good friend Subject Pang, who's also raiding. So I think that's a perfect fit. Thank you everybody so much for dropping by. I will be heading out now. If you're on YouTube, thank you so much for coming by. If you are over on Twitch, if you'd like to stick around to go spread some love, that'd be wonderful. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and I'm gonna go edit an ASMR video. So everyone, thank you for coming, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye everyone!